What's up guys, I'm GamerMD83 and today we're gonna talk about Henry Cavill as The Witcher. Yes, I did play the games. I played the games before the novels. Some people have been saying that to me like it's some kind of like a diss, like, oh, you played the games before the novels. Oh, yeah, so I have the image of Geralt from the games, and I also have the image of Geralt from the books, which surprisingly looks a lot like the character in the games. Fans have a preconception of who Geralt is in their mind. And it wasn't just me, but a lot of people, when they saw Henry Cavill, they were like, no. Then I was like, what does Geralt look like? Now, I really want to enjoy this series. I do not want to focus so much on these little things that make no difference. So I'm going to share 10 things that helped me appreciate Henry Cavill as Geralt. Number 1, Henry Cavill bothered Netflix for the longest time to play Geralt. This was something that we knew from the very beginning that he was a fan. Even when it was just a concept out there that it was going to be a Netflix series, Henry Cavill, when he found out that it was even being thought of, he was like, I need to be a part of this. Lauren Schmidt-Hystrich, the writer of the Netflix series, even says he was annoying. So that dedication, even before it was written, even before they were thinking of anybody playing Geralt, the dedication that he was like, I need to jump on this now, and I don't care if I bug them, I find that endearing and very admirable. Number 2, Henry Cavill is a huge gamer. I knew that he was a fan of The Witcher, but I thought it was more of the books, and yeah, maybe he played a little bit of the game and all that, but no, he's a big gamer. He's put in hours in World of Warcraft, and he put in so many hours in The Witcher. He was a fan of the game first, and then after he got the role as Geralt, he went to read the books. Number 3, the writer always had Henry Cavill's voice in her head. He said this once in an interview. I don't know if he was just kidding, but he said like over 200 auditions for Geralt. The writer says that the reason why she called in Henry Cavill again to audition was because he was the one she was hearing when she was writing his lines. So she said, you know what, can you come in and just read the lines again? When he left, they were like, he's Geralt. Number 4, he says that he's a purist. Usually actors want to bring something new to the role that they're playing, especially if that character exists elsewhere. But he was like, no, Geralt is already perfect as he is. He wants to do justice to the character of Geralt. Number 5, he understands that there is a huge fan base when it comes to The Witcher. So many different fans coming from different areas. The fans that have read the books, the fans that have played the games, the fans that have done both. They all come in with different preconceptions of who Geralt is, what he sounds like, what he looks like. Like they were asking him, how do you feel about the response that the fans have had to you? There's aliens outside. So they've asked him, how do you feel about the response to you being Geralt? There's a lot of people, me included, I mean, I've always tried to be respectful, but I was like, he doesn't look like Geralt. A lot of people have been saying that, but he's open to that. He's like, that's totally fine. Like, I understand that. Hopefully my performance sells it. I saw an interview during Comic-Con where he's sitting on a couch with Freya Allen, who plays Ciri, himself, and the actress that plays Yennefer. The relationship between Cavill and Freya is going to be something that's going to be very crucial. Geralt and Ciri, that's a huge relationship that if it's not nailed, it's not going to work, because they have a gorgeous relationship. It's like a father-daughter type of relationship. When you read it in the books, you really grow to love those two characters. Now in that interview, Cavill's staring at her, and she kind of like looks up and sees him staring at her, and she kind of like gets a bit like embarrassed or something. It's a moment where you just like, I want to see more of these two. Number 7, he's made jokes about Roach. Yo, good Joe. The one thing that is super endearing when it comes to Geralt is his relationship with Roach. And he knows the importance of this. And he says in Comic-Con, he's like, you know, Roach isn't just a horse. And he made a joke where he's like, or a flying horse to some of you. I was like, dude. He said something that I really liked, that Roach is the last piece of humanity to Geralt. That the writer also gets this is a good thing, because she said Roach is Geralt's anchor. In the series, they're going to keep the soliloquies that Geralt has with Roach, or where Geralt is just talking to Roach alone, because nobody else will listen to him. Number 8, Henry Cavill said in an interview that he's the most fit he's ever been. Dang, even more fit than when he was Superman. Which, there is that whole thing where it's like Geralt isn't supposed to be that big, that buff, that, because in the official teaser you see his arms are probably bigger than I am. Geralt is a fencer. He's a dancer. Yeah, he's all muscle, but he's lean muscle because he's got to move quick. But when I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, if he's really fit, maybe he does all the stunts. He said in an interview, Geralt does not have any stuntmen. Damn, that's legit. He was like, I want people to really believe that Geralt is doing these things. He said, I had 3 swords at home and 4 swords at work. I hope he nails it. Like, props to him. Number 9, when it comes to his acting, what I have seen, he's not a bad actor. He has 18 years of on-screen experience. When he gets a role that he is absolutely dedicated to, where he is so passionate, he said, I am so passionate about Geralt. I feel like the way that he fought to be Geralt, I think he's gonna act his butt off. He says, when I need to focus, I turn everything off. I turn all my electronics off and I just focus on that thing. And number 10, he genuinely seems like a cool guy.
You seen that dog's nuts?
Yeah, look at the size of that dog's bollocks.
Yeah, the dog's bollocks.
Yeah, the dog's bollocks.
To spend a penny is go number 1.
And what is it if you do number 2?
£1.
He's a total nerd, which is so crazy to me. You see this huge buff guy where you're like, that guy probably played football, he's probably a jock. No, he's a nerd. He knows comic books, he plays video games, he plays MMOs. That's us, that's our family. And that he understands that and he's one of us. All of these little details have helped me really respect him and be like, you know what? I'm glad it's him. I'm glad he's the one that is playing Geralt. And I truly, truly am rooting for him to really nail it, because I do believe that he will. I have some honorable mentions that are pretty personal to me, where it's like, yeah, those only apply to me. But I was blown away. I was like, wait, what? He is my age. What? He's 2 months older than I am. What? We both 83 babies, and us 83ers, we gotta stick together, because what else do we have? Another thing that I was like, I'm a big fan of Superman. I'm a big fan of Sherlock Holmes. Not the show Sherlock, the OG Sherlock Holmes, the books. And I love Geralt. Cavill has played Superman. He's going to play Sherlock Holmes in an upcoming movie called Enola Holmes. And he's Geralt. Is it the universe telling me something? The universe is like,
you know what? You need to treat this guy a lot better than you are.
And he loves dogs. I mean, come on. There's really nothing else I could say. We're like totes besties now. So yeah, I think I'm okay with Henry Cavill playing Geralt now, because he just seems like a cool dude. When I started to read more into it and how much he actually got on Netflix's nerves, I was like, you know what? I respect that. That's cool. That's cool. That's something I would do. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about Henry Cavill being Geralt in the Witcher Netflix series. And if you were kind of on the fence, has this changed your mind? Have you found this a bit endearing, where you're like, you know what, he's a cool guy? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.